Alright guys, what's going on? This is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Welcome aboard to our morning note. It is 9:01 Eastern Standard Time, April 16, 2021. Finally, I got internet up and running at my new place, so rock and rolling. I know we didn't do a morning note the past couple of days, but we're back at it, ready to go. So we've still been working, obviously, but the morning notes and all that stuff, I haven't been able to chance to. Everything was on 5G on AT&T on my phone, and I really can't do much in regards to a computer, but here we are. All right, good morning, good morning. Let's talk about the market, shall we? Dow futures up 82 points, NASDAQ futures up 31, S&P futures up 10. NASDAQ and E-mini futures and Dow hit all-time highs. Well, Dow was at 34, yeah, the all-time highs. Russell 2000, 2261, up 0.24%. Bitcoin futures slid today, down 4.71%. We're going to take a look at crypto together. Turkey did ban crypto. So again, you're getting a little bit of a pullback there. Does it matter? I mean, not really. So, I mean, that doesn't really make a difference unless you do live in Turkey. Crude futures up 0.03% at 63.53 a barrel. Gold futures, nice pop yesterday, 17.83, up 0.92%. 26.30 on silver futures, 1.29%. Bond futures are down, so that means yields are up. Euro dollar up about 18 pips for my forex people, 119.83. Dollar yen is 108.87, up 17 pips at 0.16. You said my thing is zoomed. Give me a second. Let me go and fix this, guys. Okay, it's zoomed in. Let me go ahead and fix it. Let's see. This is an easy fix. What happens when you start moving things around? It's a pain. My apologies, team. Get you fixed up here. Sorry, it was all zoomed in. There, you should be good now. Yeah, we're good now. Okay, we are good. Awesome. All right, so that's done. that stupid thing to mess with in regards to it's OBS recorder, so it records my screen. My apologies, I had to just mess with it. All right, so that's where we are this morning. New all-time highs across the board. Doing well. Great. Awesome. Trying to get back to the groove of things. I've been trading here and there with the team, obviously, doing some charts as I go on the iPad and such, but I mean, for the most part, it's been a hell of a week, hell of a 2 weeks, and congratulations on everyone. Probably the number one question I've been getting is about crypto, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, and then we'll go ahead and start going over some pre-market movers. Okay, so Bitcoin obviously is down. The thing that everyone's talking about is dog coin or dodgy coin. People always ask, oh, how come you don't own it, Carlos? How come you don't own it? Again, guys, just because I don't own something doesn't mean you shouldn't own it. Again, that's really up to you. Remember, dog coin was created as a joke. There's really no utility. I think it does work on the Litecoin network. Again, I don't own it. Even if I wanted it, I couldn't buy it. I don't have Robinhood. And last night there was issues on Robinhood that I read. People couldn't sell their dog coin. I have friends of mine that have it. Of course, my CFO owns it. Again, that's up to him. That's his portfolio. We don't own it. Most of the team does not own dog coin. I have friends of mine that do. So again, guys, I've gotten nothing but DMs on dog coin. Guys, I don't own it. I don't plan to own it. I don't want to own it. If you want to own it, be my guest. That's great. I'm happy that you guys are owning it. I think I closed out YouTube. Oh, man. I closed out YouTube. My apologies. Okay, sorry about that. I moved the stupid thing. My apologies. I think I was talking about Dogcoin. Everyone was asking me about Dogcoin, right? So let me move this tab over. So make life easy. Everyone's always asking about Dogcoin. Do I own it? Why don't I own it? Again, guys, when it comes to crypto, own whatever makes you happy. If that's what you want to own, cool. I don't have to own something in order for you to own it. That's really up to you. Again, if you want to own it, God bless you. I mean, that thing is up in the last 24 hours, 150%. Awesome. I'm happy if you have it. If you're making money, great. If you're going to sell some, great. If you're going to keep it, great. Whatever makes you happy. Again, everyone is always asking about it. Again, you've already seen my crypto portfolio. It's on Instagram and Twitter. That's what I own, and that's it. So that's where we are. I just wanted to go over that for you. Let's go over some pre-market movers. Again, if you want to see crypto prices live and just on your computer, really the best thing to do is go to investing.com, and it'll go give you basically the top 100 or 200 cryptos. There's tons of them, so feel free to take a look at it. Let's go ahead and go over some pre-market movers. Let's see. All right, so what we have here is so far Apple is up 0.15%, Morgan Stanley beat estimates 0.77%. On the Dow, Cisco's up 1%, JP Morgan up 0.5%, Disney up 0.44%, Coca-Cola up about 0.5%, Goldman Sachs up nearly 1%. I own calls in Goldman. United Health was upgraded today, 0.47%. On the S&P, let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit. Give us a little bit of a view, a better view here. This is really zoomed out. There we go. S&P, Bank of America up nearly 1%. Alexion is up near 4.48%. AMD up 1.28%. And let's see what else in the NASDAQ. Microsoft 0.12%. Baidu up 0.5%. Tesla's down about 0.79%. We had Tesla calls this week that did really well. And Microsoft just turned red slightly. That's where we are today. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. I'm going to close this out. And there's tons to go over. My apologies. This is my new office. Obviously, it's not done yet. I'm still working on a couple things, but all good. Let's see. Your screen zooms in. I fixed it. You think SPY will drop within a few months? Yeah, you're going to get some pullbacks here and there. That's nothing. That's really nothing to worry about. Thoughts on buy level, the dip on Nvidia, Amazon, DKNG. Good morning. Good to have you back. Thank you. Let's go ahead and open one of our charts so we can start looking at some stuff together. All right, we're going to go to Nvidia. Nvidia, if you're looking to buy the dip again, we're going to go ahead and go to the daily. Really, your level to buy, I think anything below 500 is great. The question is, are we going to get there? So 500 would be a great dip buy. Amazon, again, you're not going to get much. 28, 65, 62 is my level. I mean, you see it's just been ranging the whole time. And DKNG is up pre-market. It is at 59.04. I have a level at 55. 55 is my level to buy. TL, RY, and coin support levels. Well, keep in mind, guys, coin just opened, so there is no support level. You can take that out of your head. Buy it when you want. And when it comes to Tilray, I don't own it. I don't plan to own it. I mean, again, I'd rather just have THCX, which I own. Your best bet would probably be right here, 1263, which is your 200-day moving average on the daily. Hope all is well. Thoughts on Clorox, CLX? I don't know what CLX is. I'm assuming Clorox. Yeah, I mean, if you're just doing for the dividend, sure. Walmart is fine, of course. Long-term for top 10 stocks. I'm actually looking to make a trade on it for options, but it needs to break 142.26. And CIBR, no idea what this is. No idea what that is. I can't give you much information on it. A good clean energy to buy ETF. NEE, Nextera Energy would be the one. Basically FPL, which is the energy company in Florida. That's what I own. That's really up to you. Sunrun. I don't know anything about this company. So there's really no levels to watch for an investment or even a trade. So I'd skip this. But you're kind of nearing short-term support if you're looking at it. Hi, Carlos. What are your thoughts on AMD next 3 months? PT on it. My price target for the rolling 12 months, let's just say from now until next, we're in April, it would be $100. So that would be my price target on it. We're going to get there. But right now, the level I need to break is 84.81 for calls, and I would probably target 87.22, which would be that 100-day moving average. Let's see. Good morning. Thoughts on AMD, GLD, Apple? Thanks. Apple up long-term. GLD, I'm a little sideways on. Apple, I'm still waiting on a break of a level here of 135.71 to buy calls. We already filled that gap like we talked about. We traded it this week. GLD looks okay, but nothing really to do anything here. 167.37 would be your fib level that I would probably be looking for. But again, I'd have to redo the fib levels. So let's just call it 169.18, which is your 100-day moving average. But until then, I wouldn't touch it. And I think there was one more. AMD we just went over. CRSR, Corsair Gaming. Don't know anything about this company. I'm assuming it's something to do with esports or computer peripherals. Right now on the daily, nothing going on. So I have to do some stuff on it. I'd have to research it. Good thoughts on NASDAQ 100? That'd be QQQ on fire. We took profits on that yesterday. Right now, it's at highs. I mean, it goes as high as the imagination goes. I mean, really, you can't put anything on it. Really, the high is 349.65 if we're basing it just on this trend line. So let's call it 350. If you start breaking above maybe 343, 344, okay, then you can ride it on the way up. But my target, 349.65, is a top range of the channel. If you do get there, again, I thought the same thing with Microsoft. Once we broke that channel, I thought we would reverse, and we didn't. We continued. So again, Qs is something to watch, but we're starting to get to that point where how much more high can we go short term? Is there a good time to go long NQ? NQ, I mean, it really depends. I'm long more on small caps. I think there's more of a rotation going to come too, since NASDAQ has really gained. And you already see on RTY, this wedge that's coming down, it's already breaking out of that wedge. So I'm long RTY and IWM, which is small caps. It's a good JPM. JPM, love long term, bounced off the 50. Love the stock. I own shares, so own it long term. PLTR, again, I own and love this stock long term. Pretty much just sideways action. When it comes to trading the stock, it's really difficult. You really have to get close to the money on it, and you have to ride it maybe same day. But until then, 28 is my level to break. Then you start getting into the 30s and the 35s levels. Goldman Sachs, I own that. I own options on that, and it looks great. I mean, again, on the daily, nice return back to this trend here. But again, nice breakout here. Again, basically just been retesting the 50-day and bouncing off the 50-day. Right now it's at 342.43. That was my alert to the upside. So even if I didn't have a position, I get a position now. And then there is a gap to, actually that gap has already been filled. We saw that, I believe, 2 days ago. So we should be able to break above that. I'll put an alert here around 344.53 just to kind of remind me. But again, it still looks solid. Let's see. Viacom, really nothing to worry, nothing really to do there. It's regarding that hedge fund, I forget the name, that's been kind of selling those shares with the prime brokers. Again, because he was highly levered, so I wouldn't touch Viacom. I don't want to own it. Plug, I don't own Plug, but again, all the momentum names like Plug and Space all got battered. Name it, they've all, even Blink too, all got battered. So again, I love Space long term. Richard Branson sold some shares. He's not completely divested either, but I own the shares long term. We did a chart of the day on it, I think a couple of days ago, I think last week on it. So again, we talked about volatility. Again, if you cannot handle volatility, then don't even step on the field. And NQ, last question, when do you think we'll get to 15K on NASDAQ? 15K on NASDAQ, I believe it should come by the end of the year, Q4. Keep in mind, we're getting close to May, and they're saying go sell in May and go away, obviously. So expect volume to dry a little bit in the summer. Expect some slight volatility. You'll get some sideways action, maybe a pullback of around 2 to 3% on the S&P, and then a bounce. So again, just prepare for that in May. In May, June, and July, we'll start evening out a little bit. April, seasonally, we talked about that. The seasonality of April is very strong. That's why it's been working out when it comes to calls. But in May, it's going to be a little slower. It's going to be tough. So you really have to, kind of pull back on your trades, not go crazy. And then right when we start getting into August, that's when we start recapping. But good thing now we're getting into earnings season. Banks just reported, so we still have a lot more earnings to go in the S&P 500. That should take us to the middle of May. And then after that, guys, that's when you kind of want to pull back your trades a little bit. Start taking some profits or here and there. Start pulling out some cash if you need to. Again, that's really up to you. But again, I wouldn't go crazy on trading in June, July until August. June, July, I would say those 2 months, that would be a good time to just kind of pare back a little bit. Again, opportunities abound, if you get some good discounts on some stocks that you wanted. But again, when it comes to trading, June and July are going to be a little quieter. Again, we can still make money, obviously, but not as to the point of trading in volume as you are now. And the last question, what is the chart you're using right now in TOS? This is a daily chart. This is a 1-year daily chart. So that's where we are. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. G.A.R Capital FX.com. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to like our videos and turn on notifications. As always, really do appreciate it. It feels great to be back, obviously. And I'm obviously going to decorate the office and be a little better here. But here's where we are. So we'll leave it at that. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll catch you on Monday for the next morning note. Cheers, guys.